we're back. Here we are.
Well, we're
once
back.
again.
We are actually back.
Back at a previous location.
Where they liked us so much. It's so rare in my life that I'm asked anyone more than once. But
for people to like you, is that what you mean?
Yes. And what was so good was that they sold out the entire shop.
Because
all of the good, all of the products, everything, even the hand gel went.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, there was a rush on hand.
And they had to shut the shop. They had to shut the shop, and
yeah, and that was it.
That was it. Anyway, we are now here for the Magnifica High Jewellery launch. Well, it's not. It was launched in Milan.
You've got to drag on.
But we weren't able to go because of we are responsibly fighting the virus one corona at a time.
Indeed, yes.
But they had the launch at La Scala in Milan, and they had Bocelli singing.
You know more than I do, I think.
Anyway, I mean, I'm nothing to do with Botticelli, the famous
Instead,
painter.
Bocelli.
Yes, but Bocelli, as we like to call him.
Bocelli.
But actually, viewer, if you couldn't go to Milan, don't worry, because you've got us.
We're bringing Milan
to
you.
We're better than Bocelli.
No, I don't know about that. Well, yes, I suppose.
Well, I mean,
it's rather subjective, I think.
Yes, I mean, he's better at being Bocelli than we are. But
yes,
I like to think that we do what we do in an unparalleled. I mean, basically, we do what nobody else does.
Exactly. Yes.
So that nobody compare to it and say how crap what we're doing is.
Indeed, there we go. And we are here, and we are going to enjoy.
So what I have done, I think,
cylinder.
Viewer, this is so clever.
What have you done?
I have selected cigars based upon their being named after pieces of jewellery or gemstones.
Gemstones.
So we have the Esmeralda,
which I'm assuming will match my emerald
ring.
Emerald ring.
We should really put a ring on the cigar, actually.
Yes.
Maybe make it wear a ring. We do that later. That's a 53 ring gauge, 146 millimeters. Then the topaz, or topaz, as we like to call it.
There we go. That was originally a limited edition, 2016, as everyone knows, but now brought out as standard production.
But very hefty, 56 ring gauge.
Yep, not bad
too
at
grown
all.
up for me. And then your favorite, the Perla.
Now I have some
Pearl.
as I like to call them, Ravioli Gonzalez. Rafael Gonzalez. So these are from 2014, which is very exciting.
Brilliant.
Yes, so very much looking forward to it. You're going for a big boy, I'm going for a
I'm going for the Esmeralda.
Yes.
Because I quite like emeralds, and Alexandra, your mother, my wife, loves emeralds, doesn't she? So she actually, to her typical unfortunate bad luck, got left all her grandmother's sapphire jewellery.
Of course, that's a great shame.
Her sister got the emeralds and Alexandra got the sapphires.
Might you cut mine? I seem to have misplaced my. Oh, there it is. I see it over there.
Yeah.
That'll be out of.
But so anyway, but we might, if Bulgari is very, very, very pleased with the level of sales that we generate for this broadcast. And viewer, when you're dialing through to purchase your jewellery, mention our names for a particularly fine discount that you'll be able to offer.
I don't know if you can you say these things.
I can say them.
You can say whatever you want.
I can say whatever I want. If it's true or not is another matter.
Yes, I think it is.
Ask for Joyce. She'll give you the special discount, special price. Joyce's special price. That's the magic words.
What? And we're wearing. I look like I'm one of the dignitaries from the Semana Santa in Marbella.
I look like I'm me wearing a necklace.
You look like a mayor.
I look like a mayor. I do look like a mayor.
This is genius. I might stretch over and go for a slightly less extravagant lighter, yet reliable, the green clipper, everyone. And I'm going to set fire to the cylinder of the finest Welter Abaco tobacco.
And while we're talking about cylinders, in case you're interested, viewer, this is a Caron Dash lighter of of excellent quality. It's got a lacquer finish to it, very fine for evening wear. The Bulgari cigar tube.
Ah, I don't think even Joyce knew these existed.
No, Joyce didn't even know these existed. And I'll tell you why she didn't know they existed. Because they're too inexpensive. She wouldn't waste her time selling this unless it's set with gems. She wouldn't waste her time selling this kind of stuff. But I like it. I find it historically interesting. This was developed, so I'm told, by Gianni Bulgari, who was the very creative one who brought the sort of jewelry to great fame in the 1970s.
Have you tested it? Are they good for keeping humidity?
Try the airlock.
Let's see. Oh wow! You can even hear. Listen, viewer. Wow, that'll keep your cigars fresh for decades,
if not longer.
centuries even.
And I believe that was made with the Monte Cristo number 4 in mind.
Yeah, but it certainly could accommodate a wider and longer cigar. It looks more like a Siglo 5 kind of size.
No, this would predate the Siglo range.
Really?
I think all these famous guys, like also the creative director at Chanel, the artistic director at Chanel, whose name Jacques Helleux, used to love Monte Cristo number 4s, as did Gianni. So I think that there was obviously something about the Monte Cristo number 4 during the 70s that was a very jet set cigar. And if you had your brushed steel or brushed aluminium tube, whatever it is, certainly if it were brushed platinum or brushed white gold joints, you might be more interested in it.
Swiss made.
Of course it's Swiss made. Everything great comes from Switzerland, apart from cigars.
And what timepiece are you wearing?
That brings us on to our watch. God, Max, what a great link!
Mate, you see how well I did that?
Without even knowing you were doing it.
No idea whatsoever. Clueless.
You'll see that I'm wearing a very discreet watch. It's more for the beach or for when you're doing gardening or something like this.
Or maybe on your morning run.
Very good for the morning run.
Yes. For the treadmill, I think it's a treadmill.
No.
There's more of outdoor wear.
Outdoor wear. But I so seldom get to wear this sort of, but mind you, I think these watches are so seldom made. You have the carry-on, not the carry-on film, but the carry-on minute repeater, don't you?
And viewer.
Yes, and listener.
That's it. Is there more?
No,
Oh,
there won't.
oh.
No, there won't be because you've gone. No, there's nothing.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
We are listening, by the way, in case you were wondering what the background music was. It is a playlist curated, as I believe playlists are these days, curated
specifically
by
for
the well-known Italian disc jockey known as Giacomo von Eurotrash, or whatever his name is, who is a top DJ. And as well as pursuing his métier as a DJ, he curates these playlists for Bulgari.
Yes, well, I mean, that's a good part-time job.
It's a good job to have.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why we don't have it, but anyway, you're wearing Ad Gruppina.
Yeah, but we just make a playlist of crazy horses and the Osmonds. And
but I think maybe we should involve Giuseppe.
We might even do Chaz and Dave or something. We could put, some rabbit.
Or Pietro von Eurotrash or whatever his name is. Maybe there's 3 of them.
Yes, and we could be the 4th and 5th. It's a beautiful lighter. It's very nice. The Karen Dash. How's your cigar? It's the Esmeralda you're smoking, yeah? Looks very good.
It's
Is it good?
trifle young.
Ah, trifle young.
Let me ignite the bottom part.
Mine is smoking very well. I mean,
But yours is a trifle correct.
7 years of
Perfect.
age on it. It's delicious. I always find the Rafael Gonzalez, they've got a mixture of sweetness and the saltiness, which works well together. And yeah, it's a great cigar. A lovely wrapper to it as well.
This has got excellent combustibility.
That's a good sign.
It draws absolutely perfectly, very, very well made. I think it's just it's not ammoniac, but it's a touch on the young side. So maybe for the younger gentlemen, this is the kind of cigar they like. The sort of slightly tangy. It's got
Tangy,
this sort of, like a Manzanilla sherry. The tang of the salt flats.
But you forget, I mean, these are recent additions to the standard line in Trinidad, the Esmeralda,
Yes.
Topaz, and Media Luna. So they're all going to be not young, but new.
Youthful. They have that energy and vigor of youth,
Yes.
which I certainly lack.
Yes, and this one is a slightly more mature cigar, if not in a slightly slimmer and shorter vitola. But yes, we've matched it, the Perla for the Pearl, Esmeralda, Emerald, Topaz. I think we've done very well. Actually, I think it might have been actually Mr. Sahakian himself who organised our selection.
Eddie was very helpful with that.
Very, very helpful.
But I like Trinidad, I have to say. I think it's a great brand. What is the Trinidad that I like? The Robusto Extra, which was possibly my cigar of the year this year, actually, so far.
That's
or did
great.
you prefer the Galantes?
The Galanes, the Paul Aranaga, which we've yet to receive. I thought that was very nice, actually.
That was a nice
I really
cigar.
liked that. Yes.
Oh, look, Antonello
Swifts.
on Eurotrash's playlist is going along beautifully.
We didn't get anything like, the Platinamente or something like that.
The Platinamente, or the
Platinum-
Oro. Oh God,
the Puro d'Oro, of
Puro
course.
d'Oro.
Or the Seri Doro number 2. That was a punch 2013 limited edition.
And what about the Puro Doro? And what about
they're a bit powerful, the Puro Doro.
Oh yeah, they're very strong. What about the what did we call the Seri Doro or something like that?
Seri Doro, that was the
Romeo.
punch.
What was the Romeo? The first Romeo we did. The Romeo that was launched last year that never got here.
Oh goodness.
Well, whatever it was, viewer, it had Oro in the name, and we liked it so much we've forgotten what it was, but it was very very nice.
In the three Vitolas.
In the coffin with the gold plaque.
Yeah, we still haven't got that yet.
No. They're warming us up. They launched a cigar in Cuba, and then obviously allow it to sort of remain there for some time before.
Of course.
Sending it onto the market. You love
I'm
Agrippina,
admiring
don't
it.
you?
This is brilliant. This is superb.
A very handsome looking woman.
It's great, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I think I might take a turn amongst the jewels myself with my dragon ring. This is not as valuable as Max's £1.25 million emerald ring, a Colombian emerald, probably from the Museo mine, antique.
It's antique, isn't it? Yes,
El cushion cut.
It's brilliant, I love it.
Probably mined, from the look of it, from this distance, probably mined, I'd say, in about 1698 and
June the 2nd, 1698.
I would say probably a little later, maybe in September.
I think midday September.
Definitely a morning stone.
Yeah.
You can tell.
You can
always tell. Yeah. They were always better. I mean, it's obvious even to the viewer at home.
Don't even need to hold it to the light. You can just.
No, I mean, it's
a morning gem.
I mean, it just screams. I'm a morning stone. But it's interesting. You say June. I say maybe September. But definitely 1690.
Definitely midday as well. I mean, I wouldn't.
Pre-midday.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let us move. Where's my Bulgari cigar tube?
Ah.
I want Joyce to remake that for me in platinum with emeralds on it.
That would be what the morning emeralds.
Well, of course, unless it's I'm having an after dinner cigar, in which case I want evening emeralds mined in the evening.
Yes, that's totally understandable.
Maybe mined and set in the evening.
I wonder if Bulgari customers are quite as particular as you.
I think really they ought to be set in the morning though, because that's when the daylight is quite good. And especially in Swiss watchmaking factories, they start early because of the sun. I mean, you wouldn't catch me making watches because I'd stay in bed all day.
You were intent on me becoming a watchmaker, weren't you, when I was a child?
I was going to get you to do the gemological course, and then I said you didn't need to. All you do is come to Bulgari in the time of the high jewellery event, and you would see all you needed to know, and you would learn everything.
Everything I need to know.
And viewer, we're about to go and learn everything.
Here we are, we're off, let's go.
We all just want some.
We're back from our tour of the fine jewellery.
We had a look around.
Our tourmalines.
So what is that? Every
one of those is
every
found for every
diamonds.
1,000 diamonds. Viewer, again,
very desirable.
Quote this special code now appearing on your screen for the discount at Bulgari. And mention Joyce Wang. Ask for Joyce.
Yes.
But only if you're spending more than £1 million. Now,
which in that case would mean buying this
would
ring.
mean buying that ring, yeah. I mean, don't worry, it doesn't get you very far, £1 million here.
All right, let's talk about the tobacco gemstones that we're
The
smoking.
tobacco gems, yes.
Tobacco
so how
gems.
is your Perla, the pearl?
Developing beautifully. I must admit, you can really tell that this has been aged for a little while.
I'm going to have one of those tomorrow.
Well, they are brilliant. They're actually, we have them in packs of 5.
Available
readily available at Davidoff, of course.
And this is a good cigar, I think, if you're outside, maybe enjoying a summer event, maybe at the Perla or something like this. I think it's going to kind of grow on me, this cigar. It's a good size. I like the format.
It's your kind of size. It's more like Siglo 6 kind of
It's
size.
more like a Siglo 6. And I think it's got a lot going for it, a lot of potential. I just think it's maybe a touch on the young side. Is that what people say?
I haven't. There is one gentleman that thoroughly enjoys them. And he's a big fan of
I think that first of all, the work they're doing on the Trinidad line is fantastic.
Yeah, there's a huge selection. I mean, where there was only what 3 sizes initially, the Funtadores, Coloniales, and Reyes. There's now something like 8 in standard production, or 9 or something like that.
So we love the Trinidad.
We do love the
Not
Trinidad.
just because it's called Esmeralda for emerald,
but it's
topaz
also
for topaz.
very good.
It's a great cigar, viewer.
And I do love my Perla. And you see, I've opted, viewer, for a slender gauge.
Finally, viewer.
Finally managed to get there.
So
I'm done with these 60s and 56s.
Next week, you see, we're going to do a nice 70 ring gauge. But
Goodness
until
me, I
then,
can't be
viewer,
dealing with
we
that.
will continue to fight the virus one corona at a time.
And we will endeavour to film the next broadcast in the near future.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you.